Hey guys, I'm sorry that I had some problems with going live yesterday and today, but I'm here now. Yay! Hang on, I'm gonna put my laptop on charge and we'll get going. Anyway, how is everybody? How's the Sagittarius new moon? How was it? It's the next day now in Japan, and gosh, I've been feeling it. It was great, actually. As a Sagittarian and somebody with a lot of Sagittarius in their chart, I had a really good time, even by myself. I was singing and dancing in my room, and I was like, I feel great. But hang on a second, I'm gonna have to tweet some people. I'm going to have to use the old Twitter and tweet some people, but yeah. Hang on a second. Cancel exit. I'm really learning to be not as strict with these live streams. So that's what's going on with me. But yeah. But there we go. Okay, I was doing something else. I have to tweet them. I have to tweet some people. But yeah. Hang on a second. Share. I'm live. I'm fine. I'm live. Live streaming. Come join. Come join the live stream. Gosh. Here we go again. Getting my freaking nose. Might as well be called the nose stream. Hang on a second. How do I do this? Okay. I'm actually back. Wait, did I even tweet? No. Come join the live stream. free psychic reading. Or maybe I'm doing too many hashtags. I just leave it at this for now. But yeah, man. But what is something that we need to know right now? I always start with that because I think that's just like really good to do anyway, regardless of what I end up talking about. Oh, 4 of Wands, 10 of Wands, a lot of wand energy. And what's the third card? Have to feel into it. We might talk about some things that have been going on. Oh, yes, the Tower card and Strength. Oh, two Arcana cards, major Arcana cards, and 2 minor Arcana cards. But gosh, yeah, from these cards, I'm immediately getting some personal stuff that I've been going through, but I'm going to try to keep it quite general because it involves a lot of people, but like, for example, I should say, there are things that I guess in any kind of family dynamic, or any kind of relationship, we kind of try to keep the peace, as they say, like keep the peace. And in order to like not cause things to, I guess, not cause negativity, within family dynamics or within any kind of relationship, we kind of want to keep the peace, right? But sometimes that leads to, if people are not being honest with themselves or being true to how they feel and who they are, there are times that things explode and things break down if the foundation isn't firm, if like in relationships people are bottling things in or not saying what's truly on their mind, then there are times that, because if like a dynamic between 2 people or multiple people, hello hello, if a family dynamic or a relationship between multiple people is built on dishonesty, or even like it might not even be an intentional lie, but if it's built on not being honest with each other, then it breaks down, because ultimately souls are pure, and that means that lies always come to the surface. Like we're we're just not built that way. You know, people aren't built to bottle in a lot of lies, and like the human mind doesn't like lying, because we're naturally very honest people. So if a family dynamic is built on lies and things that are, you know, deceit and things like that, and I'm not saying that that might not even be intentional, you know. I'm not saying that people lie on purpose, because, you know, we have egos like to make things a little bit difficult, even for ourselves. But if the harmonious relationship is a mask, like it's masking the brokenness of a relationship, then it always comes to the surface. It's just how it is. It's like we can't keep lying and it not ever coming out, you know, because it's a burden for us. And sometimes we have to talk about the things that we're carrying, and yeah, like traumas, issues, things that we're carrying that aren't good for us, you know? Because if we're carrying all this stress and all this baggage, eventually we're going to have to let some of them go, you know? Because if we're just accumulating negativity after negativity, it's just really hard to carry it, you know. We have to put it somewhere, we have to put it down. And it takes strength. It takes strength to do that, because it's a change in behavior. For example, if there's something that you want to say to somebody, I'm trying to keep it as general as possible. But for example, if a child is abused, and they grow up into an adult, and they never ever tell anybody, that's a big burden on that person, on that child, on that person, to have to keep that like within themselves without ever talking about it openly. And I'm not necessarily saying that you have to confront the abuser, because, you know, the abuser themselves, they're going to have their own story and their own reasons, or not, but their story within their head about what happened. But if you never ever talk about it honestly, and saying like, that wasn't good for me, that was really bad, then like it's a burden, and it's always going to be like, it's going to be at the back of the person's head. It's always going to be there, like wishing that we actually said something. So like I thought that like sometimes, well, in the case of like abuse, I thought that there's no point in talking about it to anybody, especially to the person who caused the abuse. But it's coming to light like recently that maybe even if it doesn't amount to anything, because ultimately everyone has their own story, even the abuser, you know, it's really hard to just not say anything and like keep it in if it's going to be an issue. Like, and also like when you don't confront people for their like what they did, you know, that negatively impacted somebody or you, anybody, if you don't confront the person, they're going to get away, they're going to think they got away with it. And that's really bad too, because if you don't say anything and they think it's okay, then that shows how little you respect yourself, because it's about respecting yourself as well by standing up for yourself. If you never stand up for yourself, then that's the energy you're going to put out to the universe, and other people who have nothing to do with the being abused or any kind of experience, other people around you are going to treat you that way too, because that's what you're saying you're okay with. So yeah, this is actually like a learning experience for me, because it's important to, I'm learning, like, it's important to say something if you don't like it, or if you went through something and you're just like keeping it to yourself. It's important to tell somebody, but also, most importantly, acknowledging that it wasn't good, and and that you're not going to put up with it, kind of thing. And it doesn't have to be aggressive. It's just a case of saying this, like saying no to something that you didn't like and that you're not happy with, So yeah, it's just like I guess, a reminder, and I guess, food for thought. It's just food for thought to be kind of honest with yourself, and if there are times that you're not being honest and you're like saying it's okay to things that you're not okay with, look at yourself and like be honest with yourself first, because that's the most important thing. And when you're honest with yourself, then you're like one step closer to being honest with others, you know? But how is everyone? Hang on a sec. And yeah, if you'd like a reading, then let's do it. Yeah. Oh, my tarot cards are going everywhere today. But I'm not. It's really hard to talk about things without being too specific, But the point is, if you are ever treated negatively or in a bad way, and you're kind of bottling it in, it's just never good. It's just never good, because firstly, like, it shows you're not being good to yourself, but also, like, if you have the opportunity to ever confront it, then that's the best thing, because we're all here on this planet to grow from our experiences, and if we're never kind of facing what we went through, then it just kind of, it's always gonna like resurface, it's always gonna come up. So yeah. Why is my webcam so slow? I think my laptop's a bit slow, but oh well. But yeah, I feel like maybe this time isn't very good. I'm going to try to be on time next time on Tuesday. Was it Tuesdays? Yeah. I'm gonna be trying to be a little bit more careful with time. I'm really sorry that I'm late by an entire day, but sometimes it happens. Oh, Prince of Knight of Cups. What's this message? Divine timing. Yeah. Sometimes things aren't. Oh. Queen of Swords. Yeah, divine timing. So sometimes things don't, even if things don't align with what you think it should be, there's always a reason for it. If, for example, you go to work and you take the bus or something, and your bus is always on time, and then that one time it's late, there's going to be a divine reason for it. So before we panic, it's kind of a good opportunity to think, oh, maybe there's a message here, because this is about cups, so it's intuition and feeling. There might be a divine reason for it. And so before it starts getting we get into our heads and overthink everything, oh no, what are we gonna do, I'm late, just kind of see it as a opportunity to step into the intuition side of things. Intuition is very important. If we never use our intuition, do you know how crazy our life would be? Just imagine, just think about all the things that happened in order to get you to where you are right now. And it's crazy, how life really works out. Oh, I'm so sleepy. Yeah, it's crazy how life works out, as it should. There are just so many things, I could name 5 things right now that, for one thing, coming to Japan was an ordeal. I thought I would never be able to come to Japan, but I did. So, it doesn't necessarily mean that if everything was based on logic and nothing was divinely guided, then nothing would be where it should be. There's always a way. There were lots of people, one person in particular who I'm not going to name, who was very, very much against me coming to Japan to the very, very end. And then all of a sudden, do you know what happened? All of a sudden, that person, yeah, of course, give me a question. That person was the person that volunteered to drive me to the airport. I was shocked, man. I was but all this time, you were telling me you're not allowed. You shouldn't go. And then that person volunteered to drive me there, to the airport. I was shocked. and I'm pretty sure that person was like either in a trance or a, I don't know, like they must have been like in a trance, for lack of a better word, you know. What does Ivan want to accomplish between us, our relationship wise in the next 3 to 6 months? What does Ivan want to accomplish with Christina in the next 3 to 6 months? Oh, that's a really good question, actually. Guides, angels. What does Ivan want to accomplish with Christina in the next 3 to 6 months? Oh. Oh my gosh. I got these 2 cards. Hold on a sec. I'm going to look at them. Let me tune into their energy. I'm like immediately getting that he wants to create an environment where you can be yourselves. Like, oh, okay, independence. Okay, for example, if one of you is like a homebody, and I'm getting homebody because I'm seeing this. Four of Swords. Four of Swords is about rest and rejuvenation and relaxation. But like, and then I have the King of Wands, and they're very like different energies. You know, one of you might be like, yes, actually, we are both homebodies. Yeah, okay. One of you might be very much a homebody, and then the other one might be kind of, even though like, okay, because I'm getting the male party, so you're probably, Ivan is the King of Wands, so like even though he might be a homebody, he might also be quite the adventurous type, and like want to start like into like starting projects and new adventures. Okay, I'm getting a different message, but hang on. And I feel like he wants to create like a balance between. Okay, I'm getting multiple messages. Okay, yeah. I feel like he I feel like he wants to create like a balance between you being quite like a homebody, even though he is. I'm not saying he isn't, but he has this desire to be a little bit more adventurous. So I feel like he's trying to create this like harmony between you and him, like you and him having a little bit of a like a different lifestyle, you know, or different preferences in terms of lifestyle. Yeah, that's what I'm getting. I'm getting like he wants to create this balance between we want more stability and harmony, just us together. Yeah. I'm gonna see how you can do that. Advice. How you can create more harmony and stability between you. It's something that you have to. Okay, the Sun. Yay! The Sun. There's definitely potential, but I'm getting immediately not to put pressure on yourself. You know, this card is about happy. Hang on a second. I'm sorry. I'll be back in just. Yeah. Okay. I got the Sun, and the Sun immediately gave me the thing about that's true, no pressure. Yeah. Don't put pressure on yourself. Like, oh, we have to do it like this, we have to create harmony, we have to make sure that both of us are getting what we want, kind of thing. It's more like because the sun is a very happy card, happy, like sweet, warm kind of card, and just not to take, I feel like the message is to not to take yourself too seriously in terms of trying to create this balance, because you already have it, kind of thing. It's already there, because the sun card is about, okay, I'm getting a different message too, about happy-go-lucky and kind of being yourself, because that this kid in the card, like he's not doing anything, like he's not trying hard to do anything, like he's just himself. And I feel like that's what you both need to do, is to not take it too seriously. No overall relationship wise. So overall relationship wise, what do you see for us? Anything specific coming in? Anything specific? Okay, so you want to know about anything new coming into your relationship. Okay. What is coming in to Christina's relationship? Okay. Yeah, it's all comes nature. Okay, what's coming in is you both, I think this is an opportunity for you to get out of old habits and old thinking patterns. Like, yeah, it's all come natural for us. We have such a deep connection. Yeah. That's good. I feel like you guys are soulmates. Hang on, I'm gonna ask. Are you guys soulmates? Okay, yes. It's I feel like he's one of your soulmates, because I'm getting that because there are a lot of cards here, but a lot of cups here. So he's like one of your soulmates, because we have more than one soulmate, right? Doing that now, leaving old ways behind. Yeah, I feel like this is an opportunity for both of you to kind of step into different cognitive patterns. So like how you've been dealing with like your life up to now hasn't been working, because this person, this is Eight of Swords, this is about kind of naivety in a way, but also like trying not to see things, kind of being in your kind of bubble kind of thing. And this is the opportunity for you to step out of that. He's my first love and he came back into my life. And it's an opportunity for you to kind of see, okay, maybe there are just some things that we haven't resolved yet. And that's okay, because there are lots of people, there are going to be lots of people who come into your life for the rest of your life. You're never going to be just on your own unless you become one of those people that just never goes outside. Like, unless you become that kind of person, you're always meeting people and always connecting with people. That's why we're here. That's why we're on this planet, right? So this is an opportunity. Him coming back in means he has something else to teach you, and the lesson is to this is a lesson for you to kind of step out of your bubble kind of thing, and you have all these opportunities, all these cups, to that's true. We learn more about each other day by day. You learn about yourselves, yeah, definitely. And also that there are different options. And I'm not saying like he's an option, he's just one of your options. Like, that's kind of mean. I don't mean it that way, but I just feel like it's an opportunity to get out of your head, because both of these cards, even though this is a cup card, this is kind of like a dreamy, like this is somebody who's like living in their head, in terms of like in their dream world and not in the reality, like in reality, and this person is like living in their head. So this is an opportunity to kind of ground yourself and like as you said, take it day by day, like what's happening right now kind of thing, rather than kind of looking into the past or the future or getting too much in your head. It's about stepping into the right now, into the present moment, because ultimately we only have that, I was like talking so fast, I don't even know what I said, but I'm pretty sure it was channeled. But yeah. I'm glad it makes sense. So it's like an opportunity for you to look at the right now, because we're always only going to have the now, as much as we want to like plan for the future. And I would never say like don't plan for the future, because it's really like important we do that, and it also like I'm sure gives us hope, but ultimately we only have this moment. So is there anything else that Kristen wants to know? Okay, all these cards fell out. Hang on a sec. I'm just gonna ask just for one card. Planning is good, but we gotta go with the flow. Definitely. Okay, yeah, definitely. It's definitely about getting rid of old habits, old traumas, and old traumas and old thinking patterns. It's definitely about that right now. Like that's what you're learning. That's really good. And work. It's work. It might not come easy, but if you work on it, there's always potential, because whatever we place our energy on to is what comes into fruition. Healing energy around us, you think? Healing energy around us, you think? Not sure what that means, but yeah. Healing. Yeah, healing energy. Definitely healing. Definitely restful. Rest. Okay, I just heard don't think too much. Don't think too much. Rest, rest, rest. This is the resting card. Yeah, because that's the other meaning of the Eight of Swords, the card that came up with the woman who was like tied up. It's about like getting too much in your head kind of thing. And people who overthink tend to like suffer from anxiety, which is ironic because I also have anxiety, and we're always attracting people who are similar to us. So I feel really grateful, like really kind of happy that like I'm with people who are similar to me. But yeah, we want to be like, the moment we notice that we're getting too much in our heads, we want to be kind of present to that and like notice that. But yeah, I'm gonna have to go in like 1 minute. So I just want to say thank you so much for hanging with me, spending time with me. I'm really grateful, and I'll try to be back again, but on Monday, US time, and on Tuesday, JST. So thank you so much too. I'll see you then. Take care.